What's up, guys? So getting back into good old deadlifting. The last time I pulled was October 31st when I went for that idiotic 175 pound jump when I was trying to retest and try to pull a 600. I haven't pulled since October the 31st. Got everything all set up here over the corner, and I'm gonna be diving in, be taking you through my lifts and like any commentary that I have when it comes to the deadlift, the setup. Actually, I got the men in my men's coaching program. They're just starting a 3-month barbell cycle. I'll give you a few insights of kind of like what they're going through, some of the coaching cues, basically some of the things that I'm putting them through as I talk through and work through my deadlift cycle. I'm gonna knock out some warm-up reps, not sets. Some warm-up reps, and then I'll get in. I got a really light day today. I think I only got like 4 lifts. I think the heaviest I'm going is maybe 80%-ish. So I'll get all that written up and we'll get started. All right. Dang. Right into 220 for a set of 2. That's 220 kilos, so 485 for a set of 2. Working on a new deadlift cycle that's going to be going with one of the courses that we're putting together called Next Level Deadlift. Some of the guys in our mastermind program are actually getting first access to this. I'm putting together a little cycle, and what we're going to be focusing on is speed over the course of the next 4 weeks, and then we'll be cycling through a couple of other different attributes, but we're going to be focusing on speed. And one of the things I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using the stiff bar. So actually, for the next 4 weeks, whenever I'm coming off, not a layoff, but the beginning phase of a cycle, I like to pull on a stiff bar and focus on speed reps from the beginning, because right now our average weight that we're lifting is about 67%. I'm gonna be focusing on speed. I'm not gonna be pulling that heavy, so I'm gonna be using a stiff bar and really work on forcing and trying to improve my position with the stiff bar, because I know once I transition to the deadlift bar, there's gonna be more whip, and I'm actually gonna be able to get into a better position, and by then I will have built up all the speed, all the strength, and power that I need for the later phases in this cycle. All right, so let's knock out a few reps before we get into, my first set is gonna be 155 kilos for a set of 5. Let's dive into it. All right, so getting ready to go into my first working set, and I've got 155 kilos on the bar, and my intention be speed. This whole cycle is about speed. I'm gonna try to get into the best position possible. That's what I'm really gonna focus on. I'm gonna be focusing on I'm gonna be focusing on my triceps, my lats, and then from there, my sole focus with the 155 and possibly even the 180 kilos is to get the bar to break the floor just with wedging, not to be confused with wedgie, just with wedging, and then from there pull as fast as I can. All right, let's check it out. All right, not gonna lie, that set kind of sucked. And I think this whole session is probably gonna feel that way. And I have a history of this. I don't know what it is, but I'm starting a new cycle. The first couple of weeks just don't feel good. My wedge is not there, positioning's not there. I'm on a stiff bar for this cycle too, so I'm having a hard time finding that good position. I'm having a hard time breaking those weights off the floor. It did a little bit on, I think, rep number 4. I felt it break a little bit. Should be interesting to see 180 kilos. That last one was kind of wonky. I knew this is how this session was gonna go. So I got one more climb. I got 220 kilos, about 485 for a double. And then I'll be dropping down to 170 kilos for 3 reps, 2 total sets. So this is what happens when I start a new cycle. All right, guys, so I got 220 kilos loaded up on the bar, about 485. Not sure how this is gonna go. First time pulling since October, pulling on a stiff bar, and I've been struggling with my position a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. So my main focus for this lift right now is to make sure that I'm in the best position possible, really focusing on spreading the floor and pulling backwards while spreading the floor. That's gonna be my primary focus over these next 2 lifts. Let's do it. Yeah, so that went about as planned. Pure grinder, man. Better, but it felt damn tough. So 220 kilos, not bad for the first week back on the bar for since October 31st of 2019. So I've got 2 more sets. I'm gonna be dropping down 170 kilos for a set of 3 for 2 total sets. And hopefully no more snot comes out of my nose. There you have it, guys. First ending of the first week on the deadlift bar. First time pulling since October 31st. Starting out with a speed cycle and pulling on a stiff bar. And I've already worked up to 220 kilos. So, man, that was pretty dang tough. So, a couple things I focused on, pulling as fast as I can, which didn't feel like it was moving very fast. But pulling on that stiff bar, man, that's a heck of a difference. I do a lot of pulling with a deadlift bar, which I think is the bar right there in the middle. It's that longest one you can see. Do a lot of my pulling with the deadlift bar, but from time to time, especially when I'm coming off or starting a new cycle, I like to pull a stiff bar to just really kind of build that strength. Stiff bar is just harder to pull with. There's more whip, which means it's gonna be hard. There's less whip, which means it's gonna be harder to get in a really good position. And you're gonna have to really fight to wedge that bar up off the ground to get it going. So that's all I got. That's today's vlog. And hope you're doing well in this crazy time with this whole pandemic and all that. Drop a comment below if you like today's video, or if you have any questions around deadlifts, programming, setup, anything like that, anything around deadlift. Deadlift really sucked for me for a really long time, and I just really committed to it over the course of the last 7+ years. And without assistance exercises, without a belt, without straps, wraps, or anything like that, primarily focusing on the skill of deadlifting, actually getting good at deadlifting, no assistance exercises, from 2013 up to 2017, early 2018. So over the course of about 5 years or less, I was able to build from My deadlift was barely 405, and I was able to just, I mean, go to crazy levels with the deadlift, and I got up to what, 290 kilos, which is like 639.7 or something like that. Deadlifting without training like a power lifter. So since then I've had a little setback, you know, surgery, abdominal surgery, and I'm just working my way back. I was hoping to get back to 600 by Halloween last year, which would have been a year to date to my surgery, but that didn't quite work out. But you know what? Strength is about patience, and I'm not going anywhere. I mean, I plan to be on this earth for a while, you know, God willing. But until then, I'll just continue right back to the drawing board, continue to write out new cycles, continue to work on my skills, and that's all that we can really do to get better at the deadlift. So we'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know if you have any questions around strength, period, or around deadlifting. I definitely have a lot of insights on it. I made tons of mistakes, and I've learned how to overcome those mistakes. So if you're liking the channel, you're liking these types of videos, be sure to subscribe, be sure to click the little button, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, give me a thumbs down if you absolutely hate it, which is fine. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. All right, so I gotta run. I don't even know what I would call this segment. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Have a great one. If you got any questions, drop a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.